Right guys, today we're going to be doing a seamless skin fade, a little fade into the beard, sorting the beard out, but most importantly we're going to be showing you how to connect that seamless fade into a bushy top that all the kids these days seem to be having. So it's bushy, shorter towards the back, leading more messy towards the front, and the seamless skin fade going straight into it. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. So as he has his forward moving haircut, you're going to start by combing all of the hair forward, and obviously dominant growth pattern back. So, and then you're going to put a horseshoe section in. We're going to go straight from his dominant growth pattern, which is his crown. We're going to put a horseshoe section in here. So from there to recession. From there to right round to the recession again. So you first of all you do it with how you feel it would be best, and then you do it with sight. Like so. And then you have the top completely disconnected. I'm just going to pull that all the way forward, turn it around. All this pull it forward. Grab it, you're going to twist it, and then you're going to pin it back. So making sure that none of that goes into the sides. And then I'm going to find out where it wants to sit. So the parietal ridge is here, and this is how you're going to section it to cut it. So you're going to section it on a diagonal from the growth pattern, like so. You section it away, and then you're going to pull out, grip it, pull, and your knuckles are going to be extremely tight here, whilst your fingers are moving out towards the back of the room. And then just going to pull it back in like that. Get your guide from the previous cut. Like so. And you're going to go another finger depth forward, sectioning, not over directing back, just connecting it into the line before. So there you have it, you've got your guide from previous cut, same angles, your knuckles are tight on the head, fingertips are moving away from the head. Putting forward with the section and going in. Another section. Pulling into the previous section, like so. You got your guide, same principle with the fingers, knuckles tight, fingers out. And I'm just going to pull the rest of the section from the top in pretty much horizontal. Okay? That is what's going to be your guide. So you know everything under this is clippers. Okay? Repeat that on the other side, but I'm going to show you how to connect the back. So you're going to connect the back, you're going to take a partial section of your first section, and you're going to pull that to the back. So this time, you're going to have a guide from there, because you haven't cut any of this yet. Okay? So like so, same again, knuckles are tight, fingers are pulling away from the head. Same again, halfway through that section, you're going to pull that one forward, you're going to pull this one back, and you're going to connect it into the one behind, just like so. So you've got your guide in the front, knuckles are tight, fingertips are loose, or pulling away. Just like so. Now you're going to repeat that on the other side. So just as I did on the other side, I'm going to go from the growth pattern, diagonal, find your fingertips are right in, touching the head, and the knuckles are pulling away. This is going to create a nice square shape. So the curls on top are going to sit into it lovely. Okay, moving forward, next section, pulling it slightly back, not over directing it, but pulling it slightly back, and you've got your guide underneath, which is there. Okay, so simply cut up, you have your guide from there, you know exactly that's the straight line you need to follow. Oh. There. Another section, pulling back, like so, knuckles are tight, fingers are tight, guide, cut. Cut. Same again. Knuckles are tight, fingers are tight, knuckles are away from the head. Pull in the last section, almost horizontal. Just like that. When you comb that forward, you're going to know everything under this is going to be clippers. And then how you connect the top, the back, sorry, pull one another section, you're going to pull that forward to the first section you've done on the side. I'm just going to connect that in there. Like so. Same again, another one. And you come a bit more centre this time. Pull it forward into the previous section. You're going to find the guide, which is there. Put up and out. Same again. That's all nice and blended there, ready for you. Just, you can see it's going to keep the weight on the crown. Okay, and then he's going to cross check this. Obviously I've already done the other side. And there we are. You just need to remove that little bit there. Cross check it. There we go. Now moving straight on to the top. Starting with the centre profile line, which is going to become just one side of his nose. So the left side is here, and then the right side this side, like so. Spin your client. I'm going to use this as a guide. So I know that I want more length towards the front. Okay, so I'm going to go to my shortest part, which is here, and I'm going to angle my hands back, look, just under 90 degrees back. Okay, so that's your lowest point. There, you angle your hands down towards the crown, like so. Next part up, pick up, drop half. Keeping that elbow and finger shape the same. Just like so. Continuing it all the way back. Okay? And then we're going to comb it all to one side, whether it's left or right is your preference, it's completely up to you, it doesn't matter. So now I'm going to put it forward, like so. I'm going to take the long bit off through here. Okay? Because you're going to, your middle is your guide. So there's your guide, look, see? See it? Just going to point cut that in. No more deeper when you're pulling back to pull up. No more deeper than a comb. Okay? Like so. Like that. Comb it forward, resection it. You can see how fast this is to work with. It's easy, it's simple. Again, pulling forward with the fringe. Okay, because if you pull it back, you're going to take too much length off. So, point, 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 point. Again, comb depth. The shorter the gap, the smaller the gap when you're pulling back to cut hair like this, the less lines you're going to have in a haircut. Okay? Just like so. Right, that, my friends, as long as you cross-check the fringe through here, like so. And the top is done. Oh, sorry, the top's not done. I'm just going to run through it with a little bit of thinning scissors, very, very lightly. So I'm going to pick up from the back, like so, one snip. One snip. This is just going to add texture by doing it this way. Not too much weight. Like so. Right, now we're going to jump straight into the sides. Actually, we're going to dry it first. I lied a little bit then. We're going to dry it first to make sure we're happy with how it sits and make sure we're happy with all the length and the shape and stuff with the front. Okay? So you're going to use a diffuser, dry it all nice and messy. So now that that's dried, you can see like what the final outlook of the top is going to be a lot easier when it's dried. Okay? So I know now not to go too high through here, not too round, and maintain the length through the back, through here, through the crown. Okay, without further ado, grab your clippers. Number 2, open, and it's going to come straight up and off, like so. Number 2. In, out. I'm not scooping. If you notice, I'm not scooping at all. I'm literally in and out. Not in and pull. Now repeat this process right the way around. Right, so guys, I'm only going to show you one side and the back. I don't need to show you the other side because it's exactly the same process. So now I've gone with my 2 open to 2 closed, right way around, and I'm going to do my 1.5 guard closed. Okay, not touching. So this is where the 2 is, through here. Okay, right way around. So I know not to take it anywhere near. Well, just graze that, like so. Very lightly in, like so. Okay. And I'm going to do the same here, and I won't show you the other side, there's no need. Right, so now moving on to the 0. So I've done my 2 open, my 2, my 1.5 guard. Moving on to my 0. Okay, so I'm going to place the client's head like this so I can see. I'm going to angle it like this. So I'm not going to go straight across and drop, I'm literally going to angle it that way from the get-go. Okay? And how I match it is, because I've gone to sight and I can see there, I just need to drop it down. And then when I come around the other side to match it, I know I've got a vision here, and I just take it straight like that into that line. And it should be there or thereabouts, or with very little tweaking. Check. This little nip here, like so. Done. That's the 0 line done. Now I'm going to go straight into my boosts. I'm going to clear everything up. My trimmers. Got the guard on it. Trimmers. I use Gamma. I am a Gamma lead educator here in the UAE. So I'm not going to use anything else. And plus, they are the best clippers that you can get, in my opinion. So cleaning it all up nice and neat, making sure it's perfect. There's no longer hairs anywhere. And then now with the beard, I want to give him a nice tight fade here, so I'm going to go just above the center of the ear. spinning them around, doing exactly the same thing on the other side. As I'm getting to the zero line, I'm very, very light. I'm very, very light. So I'm putting a bit more pressure at the bottom through here. But as I get to the zero line, I'm very, very light because I don't want to create another line, right? Straight on to the foilers, right the way round. I'm going to just blow them down. Straight onto the foilers, right the way round, same process. Very, very light through here. Now as I switch to the knife, I'm going to put a lot more pressure down the bottom and do circular motions. Reason being is because the hair down the bottom grows all directions anyway. And then at the top, very, very light, come down. So I will go in and down, in and down. And now, to finish off the skin line, I'm going to go back in with a different trimmer and just flick back up here. For me, this is the most important line. If you don't get this clean, the whole fade won't look clean. So just repeat that process all the way around. Not touching the actual zero line, but just going over the trimmers, which is the boost. Right, now onto the fade. Right, so how I begin my fade is literally, I'm going to put my open blade, I'm going to put a 0.5 line about a finger depth above the zero. Okay? It might go a bit higher towards the back because it's more dense, but the majority of it is about a finger depth. Trying to leave the zero line. Like so. And then I will I'll do this right the way around. So it's roughly a finger's depth, give or take. So I'll do this one right the way around to make sure it's nice and level and I don't lose it anyway. And then I will focus on one side and the other side, and then I will connect the back into the sides. This not only speeds up the process, but it helps your concentration level focus on one side as well. Okay, and then going on to my one guard, open. So now I will solely work here. Open, up, just below the 1.5 guard that I've done already. Okay? half closed. Fully closed. Like so, straight down to my 0.5 guard, open, and I'm going to hit this 0.5 line out. Like so, that's it. Very, very lightly, just crossing that 0.5 guard. Just crossing that that open blade guard. So half closed. Another clip closed. Fully closed. And now, straight down the bare blade, open, and then I'm going to work it all the way through. That's it there. I'm going to work it all the way through just to get rid of this zero line. So each click I'm going to use. Very extremely light with the clippers, because obviously if you press hard, then it's going to create another dark patch or another line. It's the last thing you want. Okay, now that's the fade done. Obviously there is a lot of refining to do. So I'm just going to go back through with the bare blade, open very, very lightly into these dark patches. Very lightly, just using the corner of the blade. Adding on guards when needed. As you can see it now, it's really starting to take place. The best option for you to do is to get the fade done, as in your process done, and then refine at the end. That's just the easiest option. It's quicker, it's better. And obviously if it's quicker, it means you earn more money, right? Now I'm going to go onto my scissor, my thinning scissors and my comb, just to knock out some of these darker patches. Be careful when you're doing this, because you can actually put in other dark patches. And then, just to finish off this side, I'm literally just going to do 1, maybe 2 strokes up and through the blend, like so. So 1. Remove unnecessary weight and make it look a bit more flawless. And as to finalise the touches at the bottom, right, so that's that side done. I don't need to show you the other side. It's exactly the same. Okay, so just the next part you're going to see is me doing the back, because the other side will already be done. Okay. Okay guys, so both sides are done. Now I'm just going to use the same process to connect the back into the sides. The reason why I do it this way is because I find if I work this way and then around, I'm constantly going back on myself. But if I can focus on this area moving forward, and this area forward, then that's all I got to do is focus on connecting this to this. And it's done. It speeds up the process, it speeds up my process so much better, so much quicker. Oh, hit your shoulder. Right, okay. Without further ado, let's get into it. 1 open, up and flicking into it, look, as you can see. Flicking into it. Half up closed. Fully closed. Using the corner of the blade and half of the blade. Down to my modified guard, open, then closed. Fully closed. Oh no, sorry, that was fully closed. The Beyblade. Yeah, son. Beyblade fully open. One click closed. I'm just going to one click all the way now through the Beyblade as I did on the sides. Another click. Another click. Fully closed. Using my corner of my blade to go back up, exactly like I did on the sides, just to get rid of some of the dark patches. Put my number 1 guard back on, because there's a few above it, you can see it there. And knock into that with the 1 guard. How did I know that's a 1 guard? Because of my process. It's that easy. When you have a process, you just stick to it. You understand exactly what number needs to go where. Now back to the thinning scissors. Get rid of any darker patches there now. Make it all nice and subtle. Right then, onto the shape up. But look at that for the shape. This is the shape you need to be creating, guys, for this kind of image. Do you know what I mean? It's like having it undercut and way too heavy on the sides just isn't a good look. Like this, I don't like this look anyway. So you need to enhance the look, as in terms of it looks too messy, but you need to make it look at least presentable and neat on the sides. Okay? Not that I don't like the look. I just think that there's so many better looks out there for people than this look. So I can't say I don't like it, but regardless, that's the shape you should be aiming for with this. Now onto the shape up. I'm going to use my Gamma Boosts. Obviously I'm not going to shape up underneath the fringe. So how I do the C cup, I'm going to put my guide in here. So there's my guide. I'm just going to come round to the corner of the blade, edge away it. And then that's going to give me a guide to come off here. And I'm going to just slightly put it in here. And when I pull it back down, it's going to cover over just like so. Okay? That's the side, this side shaped up, same side, same for the other side. Now I'm going to jump straight onto the beard. And do a very, very quick beard for you. So, one open, so that hold my clippers like this. Because obviously if you hold it like that, the longer it is. Tight, long. Just going to flick it. You're going to create the blend and the fade for you. Very well, obviously the lower beard. Put it closed. Go in just above where you've just been. Beyblade, same. I don't use enhancements either. I don't know why, I just don't. I can use them, I have used them, I just prefer the look without them. But that's just my personal opinion. I mean, some people actually really like the look of a thick, dark line there, but that's not me. And as you can see by the work I create, you don't really need them. Do you mean, why do you want to use enhancements on that when it's already enhanced, naturally enhanced, when you, in 2 days or a day, it's just going to wash off? Do you know? What I do see a lot of people doing is taking this flat, or taking it flat so there's no shape up there at all, putting the shape up in with enhancements, and then it's gone in 2 days. That's not a barber skill, bro. Like, that is just cheating. If you've got the shape up there already, like that is perfectly, and you enhance it, then fair enough, fine. But in my opinion, if you put the shape up in there and there is no shape up there, then just cheating. You're a tattoo artist, bro. That's just my opinion. Controversial, I know, but that's just my opinion. Like I said, I have used them. I do use them on occasions, but on a day-to-day, no, I don't need to. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. That is my skin fade into a forward messy French crop. It's a really bush on top, so it's a big, heavy, soft cut. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching my fade tutorial into a messy, well, medium length, longer, messy, textured French crop, also known as bush on top, or also known as forward and messy by the kids these days. All the kids are having these, man. It's a cool little look, but if it's done correctly, it looks really cool. If it's done badly, where it's undercut and everything, it's too heavy, it's too burst, it's horrible. But that's the correct shape. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've learned a thing or two. If you have, obviously you've purchased through my school. So jump in the community, let me know what you think in the comments and everything like that. Join the community, guide my students, help. We're all there to help. So yeah, thank you very much. Peace, love. See you again.